I grew up in a watch family. I've been wearing watches since I was a little kid. My dad was into analog watches for as long as I can remember growing up, and he got me into them as well. We would go to like Kohl's and buy our little watches and things like that, and I would wear them all day, every day. This is back in like '08, so this is peak G-Shock era. And then one fateful spring day, Apple changed the game with their smartwatch offering by releasing the Apple Watch. I remember during that reveal being like 13 years old and so excited. I thought it was the coolest thing. This was their first new product category since the iPhone. It was a huge deal. It was so futuristic to be able to wear this like computer on your wrist and to get your calls and your notifications and have apps and fitness and all of this stuff that was just on your wrist now. It felt like something out of one of those old cartoons or a spy movie. And 10 years ago, I asked Santa pretty please for the smartwatch and joyously opened one Christmas Day. And for the next 10 years, yes, it has been 10 years, I have been wearing smartwatches. 8 of those years were with the Apple Watch, and the last 2 have been with a Garmin smartwatch. And at first, they were so cool. It was like the future. It tracked all of your fitness and your steps, and suddenly I was trying to get more steps in to close my rings, and I had all this information about my health, and it felt like really important to know all of these things. What is my resting heart rate? And should I take this ECG to know whether my heart is normal or not? And here are all of my notifications coming in. I don't even have to check my phone because they come in on my watch. Back in the day in like middle school and high school, it was so cool because phones were not allowed. And so I could have this little Apple Watch and get all my notifications, have my little apps, basically have my own little phone in school when you weren't allowed to have phones. I was the coolest kid around, what can I say? And in 2023, after 8 long years with Apple, I was entering my fitness journey. I was taking working out a lot more seriously with strength training and cardio. I thought the perfect thing to track all of these metrics, which Apple was not as good at doing, was this Garmin Forerunner 265. And this has been my watch since 2023. Garmin was the obvious choice to track all of these fitness metrics, and that's why I got it. And it's been great ever since. It's done everything I needed it to do. Every single photo of me for the last 10 years has been with either an Apple Watch or this Garmin watch. But over these last 10 years, I've been having these like whispers in my head. What is all of this tracking for? Am I actually getting anything useful from it? Is it changing my life in some way? You take the ECG once and you know you don't have a heart condition, you don't need it again. And then I would get these sleep scores every day. And there's that part of me in my brain that's thinking, is this actually helping or is it hurting? I don't know if you've seen this study, but there's a study which tested 63 participants that have insomnia. They tracked their sleep and they gave them a bogus random sleep score in the morning that was either good or bad. They found that the folks who got the bad sleep scores experienced more fatigue and impaired daytime function as compared to the people who got good sleep scores. So now I'm thinking to myself, well, is this sleep score actually helping me at all? Or is it just starting my day either like flip a coin, good or bad? So yeah, feels a little dangerous, right? And then the litany of notifications you're getting on these devices. Like, have you ever sat across from someone with a smartwatch and they're just getting buzz after buzz and they're just like, are you actually listening to this conversation? Now, I disabled all of these notifications on the smartwatch myself because I did not like them. I did not like the interruption it gave to my thoughts and my brain. I did not want to be that tied down to the internet, which meant that over the last 2 years, this Garmin watch has been primarily used for 2 things. Number 1, it's an alarm clock. Admittedly, it's a very good one. Being able to wake up without an alarm blaring, but rather just this vibrating on your wrist is one of the best ways to wake up, I feel. And my second use case was primarily a fitness tracker, of which, as I mentioned, I was starting to feel less sure about the benefits of these things. Like, was I doing it because it was changing my habits in some way, or was I doing it because I've had a streak of doing it for 10 years and I don't want to break the streak? But primarily, the thing that has been getting me spiraling down this rabbit hole has been that these watches are not very stylish. They are so big on your wrist and also just have a black screen 99% of the time unless you tap it to turn it on or you face it in your direction. And every single photo of me for the last 10 years, I have this Ben 10 looking watch on that's gigantic. Doesn't matter if it's casual or if it's a formal event, it's all with a smartwatch, which I don't know, it's just starting to look kind of tacky, right? Like, I love the idea of having a fashionable watch, which this is not doing. I'm trying to get a little more into jewelry, and watches are one great jewelry piece. In addition to its function, analog watches just look really pretty. And so recently I have fallen down the rabbit hole. I've been looking at quartz watches and mechanical watches and automatic watches. I've been looking at Seikos and Timex and Rolex and Omegas, and oh my god. I think I've watched more of this popular watch YouTuber in 1 week than y'all bitches probably ever have. My entire YouTube recommended feed is now watches. Now, of course, this is giving consumerism final boss, but I'm jumping in, and I'm really excited about it. I have bought 2 watches, both of which are very affordable. Number 1, I got a dressy watch. I got a Casio A230. Whoa, take a look at that. It's like 40 bucks. It's so classy and clean and minimal. It looks so good on my wrist. Like, let me show you. Look at this, right? Oh my God, I'm dressed up in, a little bit more formal wear. I'm looking a little nicer tonight, going out on the town. What can I say? And I got this nice watch, like, no big deal. Looking good, right? It feels so classy and nice. It's like a piece of jewelry. And I've also purchased a Timex Weekender for my daily wear, for my less formal wear. Whoa, there it is. It looks pretty good, I would say. I am a little nervous about what is apparently the loudest ticking sound in the entire universe, but I'm hoping that it will go well because it looks so pretty. And this is my analog watch collection for the time being. I already feel like I've gone a little crazy buying 2 watches, especially kind of back to back, but they do serve totally different purposes, right? This is where it starts, right? Because now I'm gonna need a 3rd watch that serves a different purpose and blah, 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 blah. And then suddenly I have 10 watches. One's an everyday, one's a classy. They both look great. They're both pretty affordable. And I'm thinking I will expand on this collection throughout my life. I'm thinking a nice gift, a little Christmas gift vibe, or a purchase that I make at a really pivotal time in my life, maybe a really big promotion or a big trip that was really formative to me, something like that. I do have a Japan trip coming up, so maybe the Seikos look very pretty. Similar to my little Pandora, my little charm bracelet here, where I get 1 charm from every new place I go and build on it over time. This is what I'm thinking is gonna happen with the watch collection. I am still planning to use this smartwatch for the purposes that it's really good at. So I'm thinking my alarm clock, and I'm thinking during my strength training sessions to track my rests and my sets and my things like that. But I'm not wearing this anymore to track my steps because honestly, it wasn't making me take any more of them. And I'm gonna be wearing some fashionable pieces on my wrist from now on. And you know what? I feel so free. Clearly, watches are kind of an out-of-date thing, but I've grown up with this association with them. I have worn a watch my entire life. I do really like the value of being able to look at the time. Now, that being said, I'm not so sure that I'm convinced with the $5,000 pieces y'all are talking about here on YouTube, but I've been really enjoying falling into this hobby and excited to just wear some watches and to return to a part of fashion that I have taken a break from in the last 10 years. So I'm excited. If any of you have fallen down this rabbit hole, please let me know how it's going. I would love to know what your favorite or most special watch in your collection is. And if you do have some advice, please send it my way. I am very open to receiving it because I am very new to the hobby. But that's it for me. This is my first watch YouTube video. I hope you liked it. Take care.